Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent confirming 5 finalists to succeed Fed Chair Jerome Powell. Bloomberg's Jill Disis joins us now. So Jill, it is 5 names that have been making the rounds for some time. I guess Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent took his own name out of the running, and he says we'll know by the end of the year.
Yeah, Vani, I think that timing on this idea of a decision expected by the end of the year, that's really kind of the operative news here. I mean, a lot of the names that we heard Bessent talk about in terms of these potential candidates, people like Christopher Waller, Michelle Bowman, so current members of the Fed. He also had mentioned Kevin Hassett, the White House National Economic Director. We've also got former Fed Governor Kevin Warsh, as well as BlackRock executive Rick Rieder. So, I mean, again, these are names that have been floating around for quite a while, and some of them have even really been floated, by Trump as potential candidates here. So really, I think the big thing here that we're hearing from Bessent, this idea that we could get a decision by the end of the year. Obviously, we've got a Fed meeting upcoming, but I think, more importantly than that, if there is some kind of a decision from the White House, an announcement on who they want to put forth as their next Fed chair, that does leave a certain period of time where you do still have Powell as the operative Fed chairman going into 2026 before he ultimately leaves, where you've got some overlap between, who the White House is positioning, and then obviously Powell leaving, but as we've seen over the last year, even beyond, there's just such a tense relationship here between Trump and Powell. So I think, you might continue to see Trump get a little bit more vocal there. But yeah, obviously operative there is maybe by the end of the year, we see who the White House wants to be the next Fed chairman.